And now, the general weather around Alaska.
All right, first up, we've got high surf advisory out for tonight through Thursday here for the Yukon Delta coast, St. Lawrence Island, the Bering Strait coast here, and the northwest coast for northwest winds gusting to 40 miles an hour. They'll create heavy surf and possible minor beach erosion in these areas again tonight, tomorrow, and into Thursday. And for the Alaska range here, there's a wind advisory out for tonight till 6 a.m. tomorrow morning for south winds gusting to 60 miles per hour. And for the fire danger, still over here along the eastern interior, south of Eagle, down toward Northway and Tok. A couple areas here, one medium fire danger closer into the eastern Alaska range here on the north slopes. And then a little farther north, still some high fire danger for spruce. Otherwise, everywhere else, pretty low. And from there, satellite imagery, you can see clouds exiting the southeast coast. Still a few showers going on down here. Earlier today, this maybe into the afternoon, extreme southern panhandle there toward Dixon entrance. But you can see some clearing occurring up to the north. It actually occurred overnight. It had some dense fog for a while this morning from Yakutat into the northern panhandle. It's since dissipated. And clouds, several bands coming through, mid and high level clouds back through here. The main front right through here, not very strong. All the heavier precipitation producing clouds up here over the northwest interior, bringing the heaviest rain to the Seward Peninsula up across Kotzebue Sound and maybe into the southern slopes of the western central Brooks Range area. And trailing front here across the Pribilofs or just to the south there into the Aleutians, a lot of clouds there. There is a light rain, fog and drizzle today. And rolling this through again, you can see that slow eastward movement to the system there. Low pressure, pretty good low pressure area up here to the north. And on the chart, 995 millibar low there, and bringing some gusty winds and rain to the western areas, again, heaviest up here to the north and northwest. Lighter amounts into the central interior today, and then dry over the far eastern part of the state, really from the North Gulf Coast all the way up to the Arctic coast. A few showers developing here as this front approaches along the North Gulf Coast, Prince William Sound, but pretty light amounts there. Dry day for Kodiak again, and just a weak trailing edge here along the Aleutians, producing a little bit of light precipitation there, mainly for Adak and Atka. Out towards Shemya, and a few showers here lingering with that weak low down near the Queen Charlotte's here, but a weak trough keeping it showers earlier today, mostly in western Canada here to the north, a few down to the south, but clearing skies up to the northern southeast coast. And for tonight, still variably cloudy there for the Panhandle, winds light, and a risk of a shower or two, mainly along the north coast. And chance of showers now along the North Gulf Coast, areas of light rain into Prince William Sound, showers for Kenai Peninsula, and mainly over the mountainous terrain here of south central Alaska. Still dry for Kodiak Island. And then here's the trough swinging southeastward from back here today. We'll drop southeastward into the Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta area across Norton Sound. Behind that, those winds will kick up out of the northwest, starting to gust to 40 miles an hour. Again, the high surf advisory, St. Lawrence Island, all the way up to the Chukchi Sea there along the northwest coast for possible minor beach erosion. Otherwise, wet conditions here in the western interior, not so wet in the central interior, and just some isolated scattered showers over toward the eastern border there. And showers also for Bristol Bay, the Alaska Peninsula, with diminishing winds. Very light winds here over the Bering Sea and the Aleutians. Still some low clouds, fog, drizzle, areas light rain or showers there from Nikolsky back out toward Kiska Island. And then tomorrow, dry conditions, high pressure over the Bering Sea and the Aleutians. Very light winds out through this area. All the way up, a little bit of a breeze starts here for the Alaska Peninsula with showers up the southwest coast here in Nunivak Island, maybe catching the Pribilofs, and shower chances up to St. Lawrence Island. Still those gusty north and northwest winds to 40 miles an hour there, especially from the Bering Strait into the Chukchi Sea as low pressure pulls inland. Light winds, but cloudy skies, widespread area light rain and showers. Again, not so much as you head toward the east here and to the northeast. And showers, south central Alaska, mostly cloudy skies tomorrow. and variably cloudy there for Kodiak Island, maybe an isolated passing shower or two, but not too much. It'd mostly be on the west side of the island, Shelikof Strait side of the island there, that west-northwest flow. Showers and rain for the North Gulf Coast. Showers, areas of light rain into the Copper River Basin and the northern panhandle as well. Now the outlook for Wednesday, looking at a stronger system here coming into the far western Bering Sea with warm front rains spreading over to Atka Island late in the afternoon, but could bring some gale force winds into the western Aleutians. Light winds under this high pressure ridge axis extends from the Aleutians all the way up into the Russian Far East. That keeps winds out of the north and northwest here, but not quite as strong, lighter than what you'll see tonight and tomorrow here for Thursday afternoon. But a lot of shower activity caught up in that northerly wind flow there, all the way down to the Alaska Peninsula, reaching back up to the North Slope. Areas of light rain and showers, central interior up to the upper Yukon Valley, look for showers. And this front here brings wet conditions to the northern panhandle. Actually, shower chances increase all the way down toward Dixon Entrance. Weak low there in the Gulf of Alaska. Keeps the North Gulf Coast unsettled and damp and mostly cloudy with showers over south central Alaska. Dry, mostly dry for Kodiak Island. Lows tonight, upper 40s, lower 50s for the southeast coast. Otherwise, mostly in the 40s in the interior here, but 30s, Brooks Range out to the Arctic coast, and 40s here for the Aleutians and the Bering Sea. Highs tomorrow, near 60 there from Eagle, Chicken, down toward Northway and Tok, and upper 50s, lower 60s for the Panhandle. South central Alaska, Copper River Basin, Bristol Bay, Kodiak Island, the Aleutians, Alaska Peninsula, all in the 50s. Elsewhere, highs tomorrow in the 40s. And for the lows, 30s and 40s, actually upper 30s to near 40 in the interior here, getting a little chillier at night for Thursday morning. And in the 40s, lower 50s for the southeast coast, upper 30s, Copper River Basin, 40 to 45 south central Alaska, mid 40s for the Aleutians. And for the highs, Thursday afternoon, 50 to 55 south central Alaska, near 50 now over toward the eastern areas, 52 for Fort Yukon. Otherwise, central interior, 45 to 50 for the highs, and in the mid-40s out to the west, upper 30s to lower 40s for the North Slope and the Arctic coast, and in the 50s for the Aleutians, Alaska Peninsula, mid-50s Kodiak Island, upper 50s, lower 60s for the southeast coast.